Want to talk about the state of our great country. Our great country is going right down the tubes. In case you didn't notice it, things are getting worse and worse. Prices of food, scarcity of food. The current administration is going way, way out of their way to make this country just sink, to fail. Every part of the administration, everyone that they've hired seems to be doing their very best in every realm of the government to take us down the tubes. They're increasing regulations, trying to censor everyone. There are a few things you really should know about. You really need to look at these. If you didn't, start taking a look at that, because this country is headed for a big fall if people don't wake up. Now, you've heard our leaders talk about the gas and oil fields. Why they just don't go out and take up their leases and start drilling and making all this extra oil? Well, one thing you should know is that while new wells and developed reservoirs can be drilled and brought online in a matter of months, timeline for the production of new fields stretch for years. That's right. If they go into a place that they have not drilled and they start drilling, despite all of the setbacks, as the regulations and red tape and costs of it, it's going to take years. They found that the oil and gas fields average 5.5 years from discovery to the first production. And it takes 17 years of production on average to reach peak output. So even if everybody and his brother grabbed a hold of a lease and started, it will take years. Someone has to undo what he has destroyed from the Trump regime, because the Trump regime had us producing oil for the rest of the world. We had more than enough. We were independent, and that's the way we should be, strong and independent. Notice that the Interior Department says oil and gas companies are able to drill for more than 9,000 already approved drilling permits. Well, the oil companies aren't drilling because there's too much regulations. The administration has chosen to use as many pieces of red tape as they possibly could to wrap us up, to slow down the production on federal lands. They're definitely against the United States, trying to destroy it. 87. The Biden administration managed to slip out an $87 million contract to a Texas-based firm, which happens to have as a senior director someone that just got done working for President Joe Biden. This was a no-bid contract, $87 million, no bid. Doesn't that sound a little bit strange, like something's going on under the table? And you got to remember that everything in this world moves by diesel. The boats that bring us the goods from overseas, the trucks that deliver it, diesel. And there's going to be a big problem when we hit the diesel fuel shortage, because then prices will be extremely high to get the diesel fuel, if you can get it. Without it, nothing moves. Think of what they're trying to do. Think of where they're heading us. The Biden administration is currently working at a meeting right now with the World Health Organization, and the rumor is that they may try to pass some of the U.S. sovereignty onto the World Health Organization. Now, the WHO is claiming, no, there's nothing like that's going on. But they're going to try and get control of our country should there be a pandemic. This is something you got to keep an eye on. It could potentially be very, very bad. What do you think is the leading cause of death for adults 18 to 45? Do you think that it's assault rifles, cancer? No. It's fentanyl. The fentanyl that they're bringing up from the southern countries, crossing illegally into our border. They are bringing this garbage that's killing American citizens, killing people, young and old. It says something that the leading cause of death in this country right now for adults 18 to 45 is fentanyl.